What up YouTube, it's your boy Kid Fades and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in this haircut I did a mullet, and first thing I did was I wet his hair and then created a 3-section guidelines, one on the right, one in the middle, and one on the left. The middle the middle part would be my guide throughout the top, just keeping it consistent and even. And after that, I will comb the middle part to the right and then do a horizontal cut. You can see there are uneven hairs, and those longer ones will be taken off. Just keeping it consistent and checking if everything is even. Now after that, I will take a part from the middle to his left side and do what I did on the right side. Now I am sectioning his hair. I am separating the hair on top from those hairs that wants to fall down. Using my Keme 1996 clipper all the way closed, I set in my first guideline, but I changed my mind. I'm sorry. I used my 2-guard open to remove a little bit of bulk and have a cleaner canvas to work with. And I do believe after that I used my clipper all the way closed, my Keme, but I changed my mind and I switched to my Ubiator clipper. I was setting in the first guideline, but I changed my mind and I switched to my Ubiator. Now I am setting in my second guideline, which is the lever all the way open. My first guideline was the clipper all the way closed. So when setting in guidelines, you should be consistent and making sure everything is even. Setting in my third guideline, I am using my 1-guard all the way open, just half an inch above the clipper open. Now to get rid of the first guideline, I'ma hit it a little bit with clipper all the way closed and then opening up the lever as I go up. Remember to always use your corners because the corners of the blades are very important. Fully open, and you just gotta trust the system. Now in this part right here, I used my half guard open to soften up the line, and then I'ma close it little by little until the line is completely blended out. Just going over the same spot all over again to get rid of those dark spots. Remember, detail is always the key to the neatness of the cut. Now I went I used my 2-guard open to not really create another guideline above the 1-guard, but to blend a little bit better the sides to the top. Just going over the same spot and keeping it consistent. After using the 2-guard, we're gonna use the magic eraser, which is the 1.5 guard. 1.5 and the half guard are, magic erasers because they take out the line between clipper open and 1 guard and 2 guard and 1 open. Now using my 1.5 guard open. Oh, that's closed. I'm sorry. I used my 1.5 guard closed, and I was opening it up slightly as needed. Now in this haircut, I learned a lot because when I watched this video, I felt like I needed to set in the guidelines a little bit thicker, like full inch, so that I have a lot of room to work with. Now I went back to my 1-guard open to detail the cut, reach the areas where the 1.5 couldn't reach, taking out dark spots, and brushing at the same time. If you are cutting someone's hair, you should have a brush to take out those hairs in his head or in his scalp. Using the half guard closed to erase dark spots. Now, I did pretty much the same on the other side, because as a barber you should have a system to follow, because as what Chris Bosio said, and as we all know, everybody is built different. So you've got to find something that works for you and just keep on getting better. So I'm gonna let you guys follow along. I did pretty much the same thing, and check it out. Okay, now I'm doing the C-cup using my trimmers. I don't know what's the brand of this trimmers, but okay, doing clipper over comb. I'm not really good with clipper over comb. I'm still practicing the technique. Doing the other side too. I'm still learning. Now on this part right here, I use my 3-guard open to connect the sides to the top, and using my comb to push it down and feed it to the teeth of the blades. Same thing on the other side. taking off the clips, and I believe I wet his hair, and yeah. So I felt like the top length was still a little bit long, so I used my thinning shears to take out a little bit of length on top, and at the same time leave some texture. Just cutting across his head from left to right, and then right to left. This is a great technique for me because you are taking out length, and at the same time it leaves a texture on top, which makes leaves a little bit of movement on the hair, gives shape. Separating the hair that wants to fall down, I'm gonna do a black graduation to cut off those overhanging hairs. Since I wasn't feeling good with using clipper over comb, I used black graduation, and after this I believe I used my thinning shears to soften the transition from top to the bottom. Using black graduation on the other side too. When taking out length, you just got to be patient and just trust the system. This part right here, I use my thinning shears to soften things up. And at the back, sides. Now lining up the back, and he doesn't want it to be like a V shape on the back, so I kinda rounded off a little bit doing the C cup. Lining up his front line, and next thing I did, I lowered it down to, I tapered it down to a 1 guard open because the baby hairs are sticking out. And then dusting the hair off. Now after that, I'm gonna wet his hair and use razor. I still don't have shaving gel, so I just used water. And at the same time, I'm stretching his skin so that it'll create tension and I don't cut the client's skin. Now this is the after mullet or mullet. Please subscribe guys, don't forget to hit that like button. See you in the next video.